Hey, good morning, church. Hey, I have Davey here. We're just hanging out, thinking about the stages of life that we find ourselves in. Wouldn't it be great if we had some kind of handbook that as we walk through those times in our lives that we could just refer to those and figure out how we're supposed to be? Unfortunately, we don't. We have little tidbits through Scripture that we'll look at today and maybe discover how we can honor God through our faith in each of these stages. We know we have the times when we're kids, the times when we're teens, young adults, moving into marriage and kids and our careers, retirement, and then senior life. So we have lots of those stages and everything in between. But let's look at childhood first, and Davey's going to read Ephesians 6, where we have those simple things about following with the Apostle Paul.
Children, obey your parents in the Lord, of this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth.
Yeah, pretty simple. Obey and honor. It says here, this is about parents, in particular fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Pretty simple how-tos on how kids are to respond in their faith and honoring their parents, and how parents are supposed to respond to their kids. As teens, we certainly move into more of what we may call coaching, certainly into our young adult life. Hopefully we've set them up. The great Shema back in the Old Testament, Deuteronomy 6, would say, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. We know that. And then it says, teach your kids the way they should go as you're doing life. You're eating, you're sitting down, you're going to bed, all those things. Show them, leave them an example of faith and pass it on to them. So we want to do that in those early stages, loving them, disciplining them, and leaving them an awesome example of faith. Maybe you're in this young adult stage and trying to figure those things out about what to do for life. It's a daunting thought. And this is where parents can come in and just kind of help encourage and give some options and help you discover perhaps where the next stage is for you. But parents just kind of help walk them through those things. Maybe you're a parent of some younger families. They're just starting with their new families, and your relationship changes as well. And again, that's more of being available for them and helping them through those times when they have kids. For us, in our adult life, maybe you've already gone past some of these stages and you're into your adult life without kids. It's an empty nest stage, they call it, right? And are you still in the game, right? Are you involved at church? Are you discipling somebody? Are you mentoring somebody? Are you taking the time to invest in someone else's life? Maybe that's where God is asking you to be. I like this thought of King David as he is finished with his career, so to speak, and he really wants, with all that he is, to build a temple of the Lord, to have a resting place for the ark. And God says, nope, it's not going to be you, David. I'm going to give you all the instructions about how to build it, but it's going to be with your young son, Solomon. And so right as he's ending his life, he brings all the people together and says, I want you guys to help this young king in all he's doing. And he tells that to the people. And so Solomon hears that from his dad. And David gives him his wishes, so to speak. And the people listen and they encourage young Solomon as David eventually passes on. And it's through Solomon that the great temple is built. And he honors his dad's wishes by that. Have you had that conversation with your kids if you're an aging senior, or on the other side of it as a kid? Have you had those conversations with your parents? Hey mom, hey dad, how would you like to be honored in the end of your life? Those are great conversations to be had. And I just want to encourage you, if you have not done that, to do that. Just like Solomon did with his dad, he did something special and honored his dreams and wishes at the end of his life. So folks, what is it that would finalize your time here on earth and just bring glory and honor to God through those things? And so that's what we're talking about, the stages of life and how we can be obedient to God through that. Thanks, church, for listening. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you really soon.